Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome back to Fortune Racing League Season 3, Division 1, Round 6, here at the Jeddah Corniche Circuit. I am joined by Chocolate,
Hello, everyone.
and we are ready for some proper racing action around a track that is definitely a street circuit and not a purpose-built one.
Yeah. Second longest street circuit on the calendar. The only one longer being the Vegas Strip Circuit. Third
Is
longest
Vegas
overall.
longer?
Yeah, by 25 meters. They're
That's
basically
the
the
most
same.
American thing ever, isn't it?
Yeah, they made it 25 meters longer. Um, but yeah, third longest on the calendar. Only one longer than Vegas and Jeddah is Spa, of course, 7.004 kilometers.
Which is over the maximum.
I don't actually
Over
know.
the
Yeah,
maximum limit.
who have we got? We got Will. We've got Gibbo on the intermediate tires. Elite
But it's
just fitted some as
Khalifa
well.
and Will. Khalifa and Will out on track. And I think one main corner to look out for is turn 4, specifically that apex.
Yeah, it's a very tricky one to get right. Easy to hit that wall on the inside, and also just as easy to run wide through turn 5, and it puts you off for the almost the entirety of sector 1 up until turn, I don't even know, turn 9.
This one here is 13.
Yeah, well, no. I was thinking about the little braking zone in the middle of the S's where you have to brake a little bit.
The right hander just before
Yeah, exactly.
the Schumacher bit.
I need to get my track map up. There we go. Oh, don't tell me it doesn't have corner numbers. What? Track description.
I
Nope,
need one with corner numbers actually.
we're getting a one off Google because that one has
Yeah,
no corner
same.
numbers. Shit, a track map. I already looked it up earlier because I was looking at other stuff. Okay.
There's too many
cool.
corners to count here.
There we go. It's turn 9. I was right. Well,
Yeah, you're on.
okay. Khalifa
That is
coming down the back straight here.
ready to start the lap. Taking a wide entry into the corner, deploying the ERS a little bit late, but that could just be a part of the tactic here. So we're going to go on board with the McLaren driver, heavy braking into turn 1, get the car nice and turned in. You want to ride those curves a bit, not too much though, as it can put you off. A bit of a wiggle through turn 3 though, as now we head towards the dreaded turn 4. How close to the apex? Oh, that was very close.
Had to turn
And
out
now
to a little
through
bit there.
5 and 6, now 7, 8. Crossfrog has crashed. Turn 9. Now turn 10 and off the track, and that's invalidated. So Crossfrog has hit the barrier. I believe he's done a reverse Latifi.
It looks like he's done what Verstappen did actually, I think. Crashed on... Yeah, he was in the Aston Martin. He crashed on the exit of the final corner, turn 27.
He was on the left, so I think he's dropped it and
Yeah,
hit the wall.
well, unfortunate for him, but yeah.
Oh, and delete.
So,
Having a wiggle.
who have we got on laps now? Will's on
Oh,
lap
Elite's
42.
round! Elite's in the barrier! Oh, that was a big one.
Yeah, so I think Will is probably going to be the first person across the line on the
On the
intermediates.
Interzo. This session has gone so horrifically that he has gone purple.
I mean, he's
That says everything.
he's the first person through.
Yeah,
the
exactly.
sectors.
But it's still the people in front of him.
No. 'Cause
Crossfrog and Khalifa were both in front.
Crossfrog was on an out lap, and Khalifa let him pass at the end of sector 1 or 2.
Oh yeah, because Khalifa bottled.
So
Oh, no,
Will
bottled,
will come
yeah.
across the line set at 1:33.976. We're obviously going to see faster times than that. Gibbo coming to the line now, sets at 1:32.967.
Practically a second faster than
Yeah, and then Jack
okay.
on the dry
Okay.
tires, 1:27.096. 6 seconds faster than Gibbo.
As
But
Khalifa goes round for another.
that's kind of expected, to be honest, given the difference in times.
The track length.
Yeah, Jax has invalidated on his lap. Elite coming to start a lap, I believe. Yeah, he had to Or I assume that was an aborted lap. Um,
Oh,
anyone?
that was Elite Spun.
Oh yeah. So we also got Geo's just started.
That is a
Mm,
storming first sector for Khalifa. You know, a lot of his strong performances have been at tracks in the Middle East. Obviously, an Emirati driver himself. It's essentially a home advantage, isn't it? Because it's a very tightly knit area, the Arab Peninsula.
I guess yeah. I mean, there are a lot of tracks very close together. I mean, look at Bahrain and Qatar. They are, I think, the closest tracks on the calendar.
Bahrain, Qatar, and Abu Dhabi are all within 200 kilometers.
Yeah, it's a very tightly packed area. Um, Lots of money there as well. So
Yeah. Hence why we've got 4 races there.
anyway, Khalifa coming to the line now and sets a 128.055, a second off of Jack, but that was on used tyres.
That was on used and burned up tyres.
So
That's the
we
thing.
will be expecting a little bit of improvement from the McLaren driver come the end of the session. Raven comes across the line of 31.8 on the intermediates, currently taking Inter's pole as it stands. Jax, I believe, no, he's invalidated. He's going for another one. We've also got Elite. Is he pushing? Yes, he's 11 seconds up. Coming to the line to go third in the Inters, fifth overall, 33.5. 1.7 seconds off of Raven.
I think that's it for Inters now. I don't think we're going to get any more.
I mean, you might see someone like Jack, who probably feels quite comfortable with that time right now, go for an Inters run later on. You never know.
Let's not forget, his main competition here for Jack will be Gibbo, Will, and Tommy, right?
Yeah, Tom.
Raven is a massive unknown.
Yeah, I honestly don't know what his pace is at all. Tom had quite a few good performances this season, actually. A couple podiums.
100% podium rate
Yeah.
for when he's competed.
So it's looking good for him, to be honest, to score well here. And yeah, it's going to be interesting to see what he can do here in the Ferrari. Starting his lap now.
Oh, so we've got Jax. He's going to come up on some traffic here. Oh, that was an impede. And Jax hits the wall. Was that a bit of an overreaction from Jax? Maybe, but still definitely
I think
impeding.
he was expecting the McLaren to get out the way, and he could stay on his line, to be honest.
What was his sectors then for Jax? Because it looked like a pretty good lap.
I don't have them up. I can have a look. Jax was doing... I can't see them. Never mind.
Today, Tommy now going through turn 14, now into 15 and 16. Tommy did say to us before that he loves this track, didn't he?
Yeah.
We could see an absolute blinder of a performance.
Yeah, I mean, like we were saying, very consistently at the front so far this season when he has been racing. So a track he loves, why not continue that form? Very easy to overtake here as well, so even if he has a slightly off-part qualifying, it still leaves him very much in the fight for the podium here. Coming round turn 27 now and onto the main straight. DRS detection quite late on the straight, to be honest, but it's open now, and he goes second fastest to 27.4, 4/10 off of Jack.
That's an achievement, that.
He'll still have time for one more lap. I think we'll see Jack go for another one as well a bit later on.
Right. Question. With the DRS, because I could swear that is the DRS now for the detection not on the exit of the corner?
The detection's on the entry now.
Right, I know they changed it in real life because of a certain race in 2022 and 2021.
It was on the exit originally, and they moved it to the entry.
And then they caused chaos.
I mean, it's not as bad because it means you have to be behind going into the corner. It makes it a lot harder than 2021. I guess.
William having a snap. Is that Jack's round or just getting out of the way?
I think just getting out of the way.
Yeah. I'm
Micromash
scrolling through the timing ladder
coming to the
completely wrong.
line and goes third fastest,
Third?
27.9. Goes ahead of Khalifa.
It's such a long and strenuous track. Anything within a second of Jack will be a miracle, to be fair.
I mean, it's also, I'd say it's not the most complicated of tracks. Let's say, after sector
Very
one,
similar corners.
there's only really. I mean, if you ignore turn 13, which I'm still counting kind of a sector one, there's only really 3 braking zones after turn 13, which is like half
Turn
of round. So
15,
there's
turn
3 braking
21, and
zones. Yeah.
turn 27.
So turn 23. Sorry.
Yeah.
There's only 3 braking zones. So there's not that much time to gain in the second half of the lap, really.
Yeah.
Compared to
Another man who loves this track, William Talbot.
Yeah.
First race I ever commentated over him, or in fact, I think ever saw him race was Jeddah, and he won convincingly. Brooksy slapped it into the barrier. Have to bring that one out.
Okay, I thought Gibbo
there
was
is
there, but he's not.
There is a chance that Jack and Tommy don't exit this. Wakandai up to P4. That's one hell of a lap from the Hungarian driver. We've got Elite starting a lap. Raven West. Is it Raven or Raven?
I honestly don't know.
I'm going to say it different almost every time, like I do with Jun Sao. Well, Jax. Let's go on board with Jax. He is currently on... apparently that's Purple Sector 2. Don't know how much of that is legitimate, because I know the game can be a bit fiddly, can't it?
Yep.
Is it actually purple, or...?
I don't have my telemetry up right now.
Alright.
Wasn't too bothered about it. Coming to the line now, though, what time is it gonna be for the Alpine driver? It's P4 27.5. 200th off of Will, and a 10th ahead of Wakanda there.
Just Alpine could be on for a really good race here. If you remember back to Belgium when they were both on the pace, but I think they collided, didn't they?
Yeah, I mean, they've always been up there on the form, but yeah.
Raven. We need to keep an eye on this, because Raven West is definitely the biggest unknown entity for this race. What sort of lap has he managed to string together here? It's enough for second.
Yeah, 27.2, 10th off of Jack right now. That's probably going to be worrying him a little bit, although I think he's going to know he's got a bit of time in hand. But yeah, I expect we're going to see Tommy and Jack and Will back out on track again. Minute 30 until you've got to be leaving the box. So
maybe Jack can get back. Oh, as Elite went 8th fastest, and I think we missed that, didn't we?
But there's definitely plenty of time. Khalifa coming to the line now, improves by a couple tenths. Oh, and nearly losing the car. I don't know if that was lag. But so that's a 27.9, goes into P9. Couple hundredths off of Elite there.
It's amazing to see we've got all drivers in the 127s.
Khalifa lagging around a lot.
Yes, I've noticed that.
Geo invalidated again. That's not great for him. He should just
It's
about
an
have
outlap.
enough. Oh, is it? Never mind. I was gonna say he should just have enough time to get back to the pits and go out again anyway. But yeah, it's an outlap, so it's fine for him. And now we wait, really.
Khalifa will not get another lap. Raven, it's going to be very much touch and
Khalifa
go.
should just about have enough time. Oh no, sorry, I'm looking at the wrong place. I thought he was in the pits. No. Raven will just about have enough time. Well, Gio has the track all to himself now.
So let's put pressure on him.
And I think we're going to see a flood of cars leaving the pit lane any second now. I can see Tommy
Very
leaving.
nice
I think
and neat.
Jack as well.
Is that Jack? Yes, it is. He's worried.
Anyone else that started leaving the pits now is going to be at risk of not making it. I'd say no one else is going to be setting up. Maybe a couple of these guys will get a chance, but they're leaving it quite late. It depends how slowly they take their out lap, I guess.
Yeah, they're all coming out now.
A bit late there, especially with the traffic having to back up. They only have 30, 20 seconds of leeway.
They have 20 seconds of margin.
If they start backing up, we're going to see a Monza 2019 situation here. Anyway, Gio coming towards turn 22 now. A little bit wide there. It's going to compromise him all the way down to the final corner now. Unfortunate for him. I think Jack might be giving Tommy a tow here. Maybe. They're quite close together on the track. But now, around the final corner, again a little bit wide there. From the AlphaTauri driver coming to the line. What's it going to be? His one and only lap. It puts him P10. It's a 27.9.
So every driver in the 127s.
Yeah, marginally ahead of my crash. I mean, that might change very soon with Jack.
AlphaTauri's at the back. What's this? 2022, 2023?
Only the start.
Only the start. Yeah.
So 50
seconds.
They should just about make it, but it's gonna be a bit touch and go with traffic here.
Alpine.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh! Look at sector 3.
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying. They should just about make it, but the traffic's gonna be horrible. Jack coming through turn 3 now. I don't know if some of those guys at the back are gonna make it. Actually, I can't.
He hits the wall.
Who hit the wall?
Elite.
Whoopsie.
He's just got driven straight into the wall. He just missed.
I don't think they're all make. Oh, it's gonna be. They should just about make it.
Jax is the one to watch.
That's very close.
Will he make it?
10 seconds, he'll make that. Wow, they cut that very close. And Gio has stopped or spun. I'm not sure. We'll see now. Gio has crashed.
He's in the wall.
He's in the wall. I don't know if that's going to have hindered Tommy and Jack's laps. But coming up to turn 22 now, Tommy, and also Jack. Jack's 6/10 up on his lap.
Oh, we got a hat in the wall.
Jack is on for a 26.5 right now. He's got to nail this final sector. But this could be an absolute domination of a lap.
Blinder, yeah.
So Tommy coming to the line now. He's up on his time as well. What's it going to be? Tommy goes fastest provisionally, 26.9. What can Jack do? It's a 26.3 from Jack. Currently a 1-2 from Jack and Tommy. Gio coming across the line to well, he's coming to the pits actually. The first guy across the line is going to be Micromash. He won't have had any traffic here, front of this pack. So now coming up towards the line, gonna be giving Will a bit of a tow here. I think that's Will. I'm not sure.
That's not Will. That's Wakanda.
Okay. Oh, someone's had to back off there in the final sector. I don't know if they caught up too much.
That's
so
one of the Alpines.
Yeah, Micromash 27.5 up to 5th. Gibbo doesn't improve, 27.6 in P8. Wakanda 4th, yeah.
Raven West goes second. And Jax goes 4th.
So much happening. Jack's up to 4th. Will goes P7. And that is the grid. Jack takes pole from Raven. P3 for today, Tommy.
P4 for Jax. Brilliant one from him.
Yeah.
P5 for Wakanda. P6, I think P6 for Will, was it? Or P6 for Micro. P7 for Will. P8 Gibbo. Poor qualifying from him and Elite. P10 for Khalifa. P11 for Gio. And Crossfrog. he's just doing cross frog things.
And Raven West gets the point for Inter's pole as well.
Yes.
So it's good for
One sec.
him.
I need to go. That's the Inter's pole lap. The Irishman.
But yeah, Crossfrog unable to set a lap there in the qualifying session after crashing out when he was starting his lap.
Three drivers in the 26s. Is that more than you were expecting or less?
I was expecting one or two more, to be honest.
Really?
Yeah.
It is such a demanding circuit, though.
Yeah. Anyway, time for some strategy. I think we're going to see quite a few medium hards here.
Right. I did a race at Jeddah, I think, last week. It'll be a week ago tomorrow. People managed medium softs.
I wouldn't
a
recommend
lot
it.
of people.
I would not recommend a medium soft. It's doable, but you would be hitting the cliff on both compounds, really.
Yeah, I think they did 16 on the mediums and then 9 on the softs or something, or 8 on the soft.
But yeah, I think we're mostly going to be seeing medium hards, hard mediums. Maybe a couple hard softs from some people at the back or some soft hards. It's going to be an interesting one though. There's a few different strategies you can pull off here really. If there are a lot of safety cars, I think a medium soft is possible. But yeah. The mediums go faster than the softs quite quickly, so it's not always the best strategy.
Did you turn formation lap on, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, just checking.
But we will just wait a little bit longer as these guys sort their fuel, sort their tires, I guess their tire pressures, their front wing angles, anything they want to change that isn't controlled by Parc Ferme. Gives them a bit of an opportunity to do that now without the time pressure. But yeah, should be starting very soon. Hopefully we're going to get a good angle for the start.
That is wishful thinking.
I think Jeddah's pretty alright, to be honest.
We have awful angles twice a week, every week.
I mean from experience, which isn't much. I think I've done maybe one race here. It's normally a decent camera angle, but hopefully we'll get it. We shall see.
Last time we had a race hit, actually I probably shouldn't talk about that.
But yeah, I can now hear the ticking sound, which means we are about to start the formation lap. So here we go.
Yeah.
Jack pulling our way now.
The lights aren't showing on my end. That's really bad.
That's because they've driven off. Let's have a look at the tires. Where's tires? There. So everybody has gone for mediums except for Gio and Crossfrog on the softs. I'll leave it to you now to do your thing.
Do my lovely thing of the championship rundown from P28 upwards. Oh Lord. Okay, so it is Mo, Wumax, Gorenzi, Aspect, Opuscut, Masked, Jinx, Venom, Wizard of Oz, Vettelfan, Crossfrog, Geo, Pengu, Elite, Imitate Swift, Stein, Brooksy, Optic Jamie, TRX Jans, Jax, Today Tommy, Micromash, William Talbot, Khalifa, Wakandai Harkos, Gibbo, Dom, and Jack. I think next week I'll just shorten it to the top 20.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm expecting a very, very similar strategy from, well, basically the entire grid. I think we're going to be seeing pit stops maybe lap 12, 11, somewhere around there, onto those hard compound tyres. Might change up a little bit if we get some safety cars, but yeah, we never know what's going to happen really. Somebody...
It's Saudi.
Yeah, I mean, there's chances for safety cars on pretty much every lap here, and we might see somebody like Gio or Crossfrog going for that soft hard, trying to make that work with the faster pace off the start here, make up a couple of positions. But yeah, it's definitely going to be an interesting one to watch here. With those battles at the back, the tyre delta for these first few laps until the DRS comes on, and then everything changes really. 3 DRS zones here, out of turn 13, out of turn 23, and out of turn 27. It very much sets you up all the way from turn 13 to turn 1 really, with constant DRS. So yeah, it's a very interesting one, especially on the last lap. When do you make that overtake for the lead? Anyway, here we go.
We've got a crap angle. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 lights. And our drivers are away here in... Wait, what? Oh, yeah, there they go. They're away here in Saudi Arabia. That was an awful lag off the start, but Jack gets a much better start than those around him. William Talbot and Wakandai Harkos up positions, trading with Micro Mash, and there's contact between the AlphaTauri and the Alpine. Gibbo maintaining position, although he wasn't very much compromised by Wakandai Harkos. My brain was not working.
Not too sure what happened at the start there for the McLaren of Khalifa. He didn't move off the line. Not sure if he had some sort of issue or if he was just wanting to get out of the turn 1 troubles. William Talbot dropping
down
backwards. I didn't see exactly what happened to him, but yeah,
I
down
think
to
he
P10.
got stuck on the curb.
Yeah, very tricky curves through there. Sector 1, easy to beach and just skateboard along them. Khalifa and Gio fighting a little bit now into turn 14, 15, 16, something like that. Not sure, to be honest. I haven't got the track back up right now.
It's one of them.
Yeah, it's somewhere in there. 16, there we go.
Micro Mash up position. For us, Micro Mash and Khalifa are up like quite high in the championship because they're consistently keeping out of incidents.
And Will going wide again there through turn 23. This is going to give Khalifa a nice run all the way down towards the final corner. Gio also pulling out of the slipstream a little bit. Probably doesn't want to make it through wide.
Crossfrog on elite into turn 27.
And there's contact there.
Contact. And Gio getting past Khalifa and William Talbot now.
Yeah.
Could he get a run on either the Aston Martin or the Haas? Gonna have to wait and see. Into turn 1, he's going to go round the outside of the Haas.
And there's contact!
And down the inside, and there's contact!
They tried to go 3 wide into turn 1. It did not work. And the Haas nearly spins there as well on the exit.
Hits the back. They all hit the back of each other through the first corners.
What a
carnage
mess.
of Jeddah.
Yeah, they tried to make it 3 wide into turn 1, and that's just not going to work. The person... and the Haas round again. Our Micro Mash as well, slow. What's happened to him?
Micro Mash had gone off. As we've got yellow flags ahead.
I believe the yellow flags were for elite. He's dropped back a little bit more.
13.
I'm not sure. Anyway, yeah, so Jack pulled 1.1 seconds so far. DRS opening, about now, next lap. So it's looking quite good for him with his lead over Raven, although it's dipping in and out of that 1 second window. Might be a slight difference in wings, I guess. Maybe Jack running slightly higher, and that's why Raven's gaining down the straight. Maybe also a bit of battery deployment from the Red Bull driver. But now down towards turn 27. Jack sitting, yes.
Yeah.
Jack is
very close to the back of the Ferrari.
Jax might be having a look here into turn 1 on Tom. Has a look, but not going to be going from that far back. Further back, though, down the straight, we got Gio having a look down the inside of Will. Will breaks late, manages to stay ahead of Gio. Obviously, Gio on those softer compound tyres, trying to use that advantage while they're still faster. And we got yellow flags. Wakandai crashed out.
Oh, Gio's done the exact same thing, yeah.
And surely that's going to be we've got a virtual safety car right now.
Gio did the exact same thing. Carbon copy. I've clipped that. That was...
I'm surprised that's not a safety car with 2 cars out there.
It never is at turn 4.
10
it's very
drivers
rare that you get
remaining. And I'm not sure what Raven's doing with his Delta right now, but Jack 2 seconds ahead right now. Not sure if he gained that time naturally or if Raven's just hanging back on the delta a little bit. But yeah, 2 drivers out in 1 corner there. 2 separate incidents as well. They weren't even related. So this could give opportunity to Crossfrog. Give him a few extra laps with these soft compound tyres, and yeah, it could play into his hands a little bit. It'll be very interesting to watch how he moves through the field.
How's Jack pulled that much of a gap?
Well, I think Raven's just hanging back a little bit on the delta.
Yeah,
as we've gone green, it's back down to 1.5 seconds. And who is close together? Anyone fighting? We've got
William and Cross.
Yeah. There's a few people within about half a second. It's going to get a lot spicier once we get...
Jack's in the wall!
Jack's in the wall!
He's out! The championship leader has crashed out!
And this is an amazing opportunity for the drivers here.
Khalifa and Elite have both gone round.
What is happening here? In Saudi Arabia.
This is carnage.
Khalifa has no wing. I don't know about...
Lost an end plate. Elite seems to be fine, just some cooked tyres. What?
But what an opportunity for most of the drivers. Raven and Tom here in Saudi Arabia now. No safety car from that. But, I mean, this puts them in an amazing position to capitalise here. And now fight for the win. Jack crashing out here in Saudi Arabia. Not normal. You don't usually see a mistake from the Brit. But, yeah. And Jack's passing Tommy with the DRS down into the final corner. Got another DRS zone coming up, though. So, Tommy probably going to get back past here. Maybe they're going to work together a bit with this DRS to try and catch back up to Raven.
How many more are we going to see at that corner? As Tommy goes around the outside now, that becomes the inside. Beautiful move. Jack's
in the wall on the exit of turn 2 there. They're dropping like flies. And he's lost an end plate as well.
Gibbo up to the podium.
Through all the chaos and carnage, Gibbo is back on the podium. Huh?
Jack, just trying to give everyone a chance, you know? Definitely just wasn't silly.
Oh, I don't have the stream open. I can't see the chat.
No. Div 1 chat.
Oh.
Yeah. Anyway, we got another yellow flag. That's Elite. Off the track. It's been a bit of a shocker for him.
Not been a great race for these guys, to be honest.
Still could be worse.
Yeah, definitely. We could have lost all the guys so far, you know. I'm surprised we haven't had a safety car yet, though. With the number of crashes at turn 4, you know, it's a bit surprising. But anyway, very close between Will and Crossfrog through on this back straight, which is apparently 2 corners, according to
there's
Formula
2
1.
corners through there.
Into turn 27, a little bit of wheel banging there. And that's put Will a bit wide. Who's going to get the DRS? It is going to be Crossfrog. So
Both
now,
of them.
yeah.
Like
Oh, yeah. Down into someone, Will going to be getting that slipstream. Probably deploying a little bit more as well. On the brakes, though, Crossfrog has that inside line. More contact between these two. But Crossfrog coming out ahead into turn 4. Yeah, he's managed to maintain
some of
that.
the owners.
Yeah.
Both owners fighting tooth and nail. Elite might be coming in to retire the car.
I think Tommy's just made a mistake. Gibbo has just gained about 1.5 seconds there through turn number 10. He's right on the back of him now. This is starting to look like a very dominant race for Raven. 5 seconds ahead so far of Tom.
Don't say that around here. Don't say that around here.
Oh, I've got to say, you know, got to give Tom as many chances as he can. Will and Micromash fighting there into turn 16. Not a place where you usually see overtakes, to be honest.
Oh,
But
they got him. They got Micro. Did he make a mistake?
I don't know. But yeah, Gibbo right on the back of Tom now.
Oh,
Through the DRS. Will gets past Crossfrog down this straight. Micro
there
Mash
is
having a
Micro.
look at Will as well. Into turn 23. Really tricky place to make an overtake cleanly. Gibbo gets past Tommy down towards the final corner with that DRS. But that's going to give the DRS to Tom. And we might see him get a run now down into turn 1. They're both deploying their battery, I think. And so it's going to be the power of the slipstream and the DRS. Is he going to have a look down the inside? No, he's not. He's just going to sit behind and wait out. Micro gaining on Will now. Into turn 1, going to the inside.
Yeah.
Crossrock just going to sit behind, let these guys fight, burn up their tires. There's contact between them two.
Contact.
And that's
Contact
going to...
again.
That looked like it was going to give Cross a really nice run there out of turn 1. They're going wheel to wheel now, down
Biding
towards
his
turn
time.
4. He's going to have to tuck back in. These guys are costing themselves a lot of time, though, to the guys in front.
They're definitely being a lot more cautious though now through turn 4.
Yeah.
Crossfrag has it been, and he's round, and he's in the barrier on the exit.
And we've got a
of turn
safety
9.
car.
Full safety car. Jax hits the curb and nearly collects Crossfrog whilst off track.
Well,
This is massive for Cross. He can strap on a set of hards now, or maybe even the mediums. Can you carry the mediums to 16 laps?
you could,
It
but
will be 16.
they're not going to be very great. I would definitely be going for hard compound tires right now.
This brings Gibbo into it.
I mean, yeah, this is great for Gibbo and Tom. They were miles off of the Red Bull. Yeah,
Anyone can win this race. Let's be honest. Anyone.
I mean, realistically, you could see like Elite in last place or Khalifa really winning this. If I mean, Jeddah brings
I mean,
chaos.
Khalif is just spun under the safety car, so
But yeah, I'd say mediums could
Hard
make it
tires.
to the end, but hards are probably going to be faster. So
Raven comes into the pits.
I don't think
Gibbo comes
anyone's
in,
going to
Tommy
stay
comes in.
out at all. Maybe like
Raven onto the softs.
anticipating another safety car. Then softs are only really going to be doing 7-8 laps here.
Tommy onto softs.
This is a very interesting strategy call by these guys.
There's Alpha Tauri going onto softs as well. That's Micro Mash.
And
William Talbot.
yeah,
goes
Will
onto
changing
softs.
his wing. That's going to hold Jax up a little bit. I don't think it's really going to cost him that much because Crossfog's also going to have to change his
Crossfog onto
ring.
mediums.
I'm very surprised at these tyre choices, but I guess they're predicting another safety car. We didn't actually lose a driver there with that crash. It was just some front wing by the
So
barrier.
the 3 drivers that all went off within a lap, like the span of a lap at turn 4, brought out just a VSC. One front wing miles off the
Prism.
racing surface.
What was that?
Brought out. What was that?
Did someone join the VC? Oh, Jack's in the VC.
Oh,
it's Hi, Jack.
Hello.
Hi, Jack.
Hello. Hello,
I
everyone.
was confused what that was. How's your race
Yeah.
been, Jack?
Well, at least I get points.
No.
No, you don't.
Yeah, I got pole.
Oh yeah. Is
Oh
that
yeah,
the
you
point?
got 1 point.
Well, congratulations on
point.
your 1 point.
Thank you, thank you.
So what happened?
You know whatever happens.
Well, you know, left-hander sector 1 or sector 2, whichever, wherever it is. Well, you
Turn four.
downshift downshift twice, turn left, fast left.
Turn
Yeah.
4.
Yeah, well, I broke too early and turned in too early and hit the wall.
So
Yeah, we've lost 3 drivers there within a lap.
Yeah.
yeah. So unfortunate for you. I guess you're now rooting for Tom. For the
I
win
am,
here.
yeah.
And
I kind of told him to go to the softs and hope for another safety car, but
Yeah. so that's the plan really, is anticipating another safety car to come. Use
if
these
there
soft...
isn't, then we'll go to the mediums anyway. Everyone else has done the same thing.
Yeah, there's quite a lot of people. But yeah,
Gibbo,
Yeah, Gibbo, I don't know. Tom should be faster
your
than
old,
Gibbo in this
your old
stint.
sparring partner.
Barring
Like that.
partner.
You joined late and just he couldn't keep the gap.
Yeah, anyway, I'll leave you guys to enjoy the race.
Yeah. Whatever happens, you're still leading the championship though.
Wait, really?
'Cause Gibbo is 3rd and he's I think 30 points behind you.
Who was the one
Oh wait,
that's
no,
winning?
35 points for winning. Hang on.
Someone's
Let me
20
check.
points behind me.
That's Dom, but he's not in the league
Okay.
anymore. Let me have a look.
I
35
was very
points for winning.
confused when I heard Prism. You and your sound.
Oh no, you can't. If Gibbo finishes 1st or 2nd, you might fall back. but
What a
anything can
shame!
happen
What
here.
a shame!
Anyway,
He'll fall
Anyway.
back for all
Guys.
of one race weekend. Yeah, see you, Jack.
Have fun engineering, Tom.
Well,
Anyway,
that was an
yeah.
unexpected intrusion.
Yeah, well, yeah, gives us a bit of insight into. I mean, it was kind of what I expected with the people going into the softs, anticipating another safety car hit. I mean, with 9 drivers remaining, it's definitely not unlikely, to be honest. These tires can probably get them to
Elite
about
still in the race.
yeah. These tires
Sorry.
can probably get them to about lap 17, I'd say. And I mean, to be honest, if we do get another safety car, it could be we could be seeing them go for another set of softs if they have them. I don't know what time people have left. I doubt many people are going to have 2 sets of brand new softs for the race. So I mean, Crossfrog probably does. He
Because
he will
went
have,
out
yeah.
on one lap and crashed.
So yeah, we definitely could see Crossfrog going. Well, he had to fit mediums here really, because he
Yeah.
started on this soft. But Crossfrog could do a soft, medium, soft here if we get another safety car. And I mean, we're probably gonna see some mediums for the front guys, I'd expect. But yeah, now safety car should be in at the end of this lap. And I guess
Elite seems to be holding off.
yeah, he needs to pick some pace up here, my guy. We want to get some racing in.
There we
Anyway,
go. As soon as he gets,
safety car in this lap. Left down to Raven to control the pace of the restart. And yeah, it's gonna be an interesting one. Gibbo on those hard compound tires. How well is he gonna fare here? With the likes of Tommy, Micromash, and Will all behind 2 compound soft tires. So he's on the C2 compound, they're on the C4s. It's definitely going to be an interesting one. He's going out to the final corner though,
there we go.
and now towards turn 1. Looks like Micromash has got quite a decent start here. Might be having a look on Tommy into turn 1 here. Further back, they're not so close together. Into turn 1 now though, they're all maintaining the same order from the safety car. Nobody going for any overtakes. But yeah,
Not yet, at least. Tommy might.
Tommy
He gets
gaining
a
a
good
lot
run.
on Gibbo here.
I hate that wall.
The pace he has on these soft compound tyres, it's I think we're going to see quite an easy pass potentially here, even into turn 13 now. Overtake button on.
Yeah,
Is he going to be sending it into turn 13 around the outside on the Mercedes driver? Has a look, tries it around the outside,
what
and
a
manages to make
move.
it round. Gibbo has the inside line though. Who's going to get the better exit on the run down to turn 16? It's Tommy. Tommy up into P2 now, and
Look at
that's
William
Will and
Talbot,
Micromash
Micromash.
behind. And Will manages to get past Micromash there into turn 16 as well. Very tricky place to make an overtake. It's quite narrow there at the apex, but managing to make it past. So Tommy up to P2 now, but look at the gap Raven was able to pull with that fighting. 2 seconds he's ahead now. It's going to be a tricky one for Tommy to catch up. Really hoping for another safety car now. And Gibbo having to defend hard against Will here. Now down through turn 25 and 26. Towards the final corner. Will having a look at the outside here. Is he going to be able to make a stick? With those soft compound tyres, he goes round the outside and gets the better exit. In the slipstream of Tom as well. Down towards turn 1, manages to get ahead. Gibbo's tucking into a slipstream, having another look though. Down the inside into turn 1. Is he going to be late enough on the brakes to make the move here on Will? No, he has to tuck in behind, just in front of Micromash. Elite having a look there on Khalifa as well into turn 1, but it doesn't make the move. Goes wide, hits the barrier on the exit of turn 2. He's going to have some front wing damage, I believe, now. Unfortunate for him. Tommy slightly closing actually onto the back of Raven. So yeah, looking good for him. Will sticking close to Tommy though. And Micromash probably going to be having a look at Gibbo very soon. I think the DRS is enabled now, or is it next lap? I'm not too sure.
No, it'll be next lap, next time across the line.
And Jackson Crossfrog fighting into turn 13 as well. Crossfrog
Hard
on the
versus
inside,
medium.
yeah. And Jack's managing to go round the outside on the harder compound. Not something you usually see.
Cross the wall.
Yeah, that's not great for him. I don't know if he's got wing damage, but definitely not going to be helping his performance here. It looks like he still has his end plates, so hopefully it's all right for him.
Crucially, Raven
And
is pulling away.
Khalifa and Elite taking very interesting lines there through turn 23 and 22. But Elite has managed to get past. I'm not too sure what they were doing there. But yeah, Raven 2.7 seconds ahead now.
Oh, Khalifa makes a send now. Oh, he hits the inside wall. It's going to be very close. DRS is enabled from the next time from when all the drivers cross onto lap 13 lap 12. And now we've got a McLaren and a Haas barreling into turn 1. Elite picks up a penalty for track limits.
I think these guys are going to be fighting for a little bit. I'm not too sure.
Oh, that's called putting the squeeze on.
But no, these guys have been taking some very interesting lines. I think they're just trying to have a bit of fun here, to be honest. Maybe
they're on for points.
Maybe they're still carrying a bit of damage or something. Elite seems to be really struggling with the car. So does Khalifa, to be honest. But they're managing to keep going. They've just got to keep it on the track, and then they'll score some points. So yeah. Let's see though, with the DRS, can Micromash start having a look on Gibbo on those hard tires? These softs are gonna start to die off though. They really need to be making the moves quite soon before those hard compound tires get faster than the softs. Should be in a couple more laps before that happens though, so they should be all right for now. 3 seconds now the gap between Tommy and Raven. I think he's completely checked out here, to be honest.
And Tommy now has to worry about the Alpine,
Elite,
the Mercedes,
Khalifa and Tom going 3 wide into the final corner.
Oh,
that
contact between Khalifa and Crossfrog.
That looked like Elite was about to spin in the background as well. On the traction, just got a bit loose. Gibbo actually managing to stick with Will though, which is quite surprising. Khalifa down the inside of Crossfrog now up to P7, and Elite having I pressed the wrong button. Elite and Crossfrog having a little look, but it looked like Crossfrog got the better of it. Yeah.
Crossfrog must have made a mistake because he was just behind Jax before all this.
Yeah. Well, interestingly, Gibbo now starting to drop off of Will, and Will crucially has lost DRS right now to today Tommy. Tommy also starting to gain actually on Raven. I don't know if he's deploying a bit more battery, but yeah, this is definitely looking a bit better for Tommy. And as soon as I say that, actually, he loses a bit more time there.
Yeah, he lost about a second there.
In fact, Will's having a look on him. He has to back out, though, into turn 22. Not really making an overtake. This is going to give Gibbo a nice run, though, on the exit.
Ooh,
and also, Micromash trying to go for it on Gibbo there. Gibbo down the inside here.
Look at the overspeed for the Mercedes.
He's absolutely flying, and he's going to go for it on Tommy. Has a look on the inside. Is there going to be contact with the Alpine? No, he manages to get through. But, yeah, what was that speed from that Mercedes? It's
look at him now.
It's like a different league. Look at the gap he's pulling. And here goes Will down the inside of Tom as well. A little bit of contact there, Will banging. And yeah, it's like he's running a completely different spec car here. He's got Monza level wings here. Yeah, it's like Monza level wings on that Mercedes. Absolutely rapid down the straights there. Nearly making 3 moves there. Or 2 moves, sorry, into turn 27. A little bit of a snap, though, on the exit there for Gibbo. And we've got yellow flags, and that's Elite round. And doing a couple donuts for us. Putting on a nice show. Manages to get the car straightened up. Now, those tyres are going to be absolutely cooked.
Oh.
But now let's look back to this fight. Gibbo, Will, and Tommy. Covered by about half a second, those 3. And then Micromash about half a second further back again. More yellow flags.
Oh,
Elite really wants to put on a show. But yeah.
He's done what Latifi did in...
Here comes Will, though, on Gibbo. He's out of ERS, but he has got the DRS advantage. Micromash down the inside of Tommy as well. Gets past on the straight. And Will round the outside of Gibbo. More yellow flags from Elite. I think we're going to see a safety car in a second. And they're 2x2 here on the exit. Will from Gibbo, from Micromash from Tommy. But they're all fighting so hard here. And it's,
oh my gosh.
It's amazing.
Chaos.
that they haven't crashed here. Here comes Micromash down the inside of Gibbo into turn 1. There's a bit of contact, and
Contact!
Yep, they've made contact there.
Ghosting?
Yeah, Will's ghosting for some reason. Not too sure why that was.
That's his internet.
Tommy on the
Oh,
inside.
they're going to go 2x2 into turn 4, surely not. And they managed to sort it out before the lethal Apex had its chance to shine.
And I have some great news that Elite has made it back to the pit lane. I presume he's pitting.
Yes, he is. Picked up a 5-second penalty.
I think he's retiring.
And that will be... No?
That's surprising, to be honest.
He might go for fastest lap.
Maybe.
What's he setting on? Softs, yeah. He won't make it to the end on those softs.
It'd
But
be
he can
dubious.
sure give
He
it a
could
go.
just about make it. I mean, I don't think he'd really be bothered about whether he can make it on softs or not. The pace wouldn't make a difference. You know, he's 50 seconds
I mean, on
behind right now.
Monday, I saw somebody do 20 laps on softs.
And
at
Gibbo gets past
Portugal. Oh, yeah.
Micromash on the exit of turn 23 there. Wasn't even paying attention. Tommy dropping back a
I
little
don't think
bit
we
from...
expected it.
Yeah, Tommy dropping back a bit from Micromash here as well. Will and Jax right on the back of him. And in fact, I think he may have just lost the DRS. No, he has
No, he's
just
got it.
got it. But he very nearly
But
lost it there.
Jax has caught them. Will comes into the pits. He's going for an undercut.
Mediums will make it to the end from here. Maybe he has some softs he wants to try on.
Medium.
Yeah, that's kind of what I expected.
Safety car now would be perfectly Will's luck, wouldn't it?
I mean, it shouldn't cost him too much, to be honest. It would only really cost him a position to Jax, maybe Khalifa and Crossfrog. But it wouldn't be too bad. And also, Alpine would have had the double stack, so it's better that one of them's gone. It wouldn't have.
Look at the gap at the top.
Yeah, Raven definitely benefiting a lot from the fighting that's been happening as well. Obviously, if these guys weren't fighting, maybe they would have been able to stay a little bit closer. But yeah. Whipping me.
Oh, Gibbo has a massive snap on the exit of the chicane. And that's going to give Micromash an invitation to go for a move into turn... Is it 23?
Yeah, 22.
I think it's 23.
22 and 23.
22?
22.
22, that's now 23, 24, and then we've got 5, 6, and 7, yeah. And he is going to go for it round the outside of turn 25 and now 26. And into the braking zone. He comes out ahead.
Raven into
exit,
the pits.
though.
Did somebody just hit the wall? I thought I saw a piece of carbon fibre flying off. Gibbo and Tommy Micromash and Tommy into the pits along with Raven. Raven going for another set of new softs here. What I was saying there.
That seems... Yeah, that's a good idea, actually.
Tommy onto the mediums. Micromash going onto mediums.
Raven's being bold.
The tyre should
Now.
make it to the end. It's the same stint length as what we've just done now.
Will
So.
he catch Gibbo? Yes. By how? Oh, wait, Williams Albot comes out ahead of today, Tommy.
The undercut didn't work great for him though. He's only gained one position from it, and not by much.
I think that's because Micro and Tommy realised and went to cover it off.
I think the undercut's just not the most powerful thing here, to be honest. Although Will going to be having a look with those tyres that have warmed up. Is he going to have a look now on Micromash? Sub 13. He hits the back of him actually. Micro braking a lot harder than Will was expecting, I guess. Misjudged it slightly and nearly took the AlphaTauri out there. Yellow flags in Sector 2. It's Elite again. Sector 1, sorry. Elite doing some more donuts for us. Really struggling with the rear end of that car. And Will crucially gets past Micromash here.
Jax is going to go and take the lead into turn 1. In fact, it might be before turn 1. Yeah, he's a full car length ahead before the braking zone. And
This isn't something I was actually thinking about. Are they going to catch Jax and Gibbo here?
Yes. Well, are you on about
I think
Will?
Raven will. But look,
100%.
look how far back Will, Tommy, Micro all are from those guys.
I don't think they will. I think we're going to see Jax and Gibbo on the podium here.
It's a very real possibility. I mean, Khalifa as well, potentially. I mean, obviously Raven's going to come through, but Khalifa could be on for P4 here. This is really going to come down to how well these guys can work together to pull themselves along, not lose time fighting, and just hope that the others lose time when they're fighting.
But they're going to fight. They're racing drivers.
Well, I mean, they're ruining their own
Virtual,
races, you know. If it's better to use the tyres to catch up and then fight it out at the end, instead of wasting time fighting here, which in the end won't mean anything. Yeah, I think if they start fighting now, if they start fighting now, it's gonna ruin their chances. Yellow flags, elite round again. I mean, to be honest, at this rate, we could get a safety car at this rate. To be honest, so it could end up working for them.
Micro, and he's in the wall. That's our safety car right there, ladies and gentlemen. Surely.
No.
No. There's a front wing on the racing line.
Elite round again. He's lost some front wing as well.
Well, he hit the wall there. Jeez. Fair dues.
Very unfortunate for Tommy there.
He
was, I mean, depending on how this race went, he could have been on, to be honest, for a like podium position here, and it's just not gone his way there with that contact. Raven gaining about 1.5 seconds a lap, I think. So I think Raven will manage to catch up here. Whether he can pass them and clear them will be a bit of a different story.
How dead will those boxes be though?
Is Will carrying a bit of wing damage here? He seemed a bit slow there through Sector 1.
I think he just had a wobble. Because remember, if you have a wobble at the start of Sector 1, that's your whole Sector 1 ruined. And today Tommy comes out the pits in P8. It's going to be a story of what could have been for the Dutchman.
He was leading the race, I think, at one point, maybe. I can't remember, to be honest, but no. He was definitely up there. And yeah, it's
as Elite comes into the pit lane, it might be to retire the car.
So unfortunate for Tom here. I think I presume going for fastest lap now, which is currently held by Raven 29.4. Micromash and Will still fighting here, but they're 17 seconds off of Jackson Gibbo right now. With 5 laps left, there's no chance they're catching. Raven's 6 seconds off. He definitely has a possibility.
Raven is gaining the most in Sector 1.
Yeah, I mean that's where you're gonna use your tires though. So yeah, that's definitely gonna be the place.
If he burns out his tires or makes a mistake, that will be crucial to this race.
If Jackson Gibbo needs to really work together here with the DRS.
Pull each other along for exactly. They haven't actually fought in the braking zone. It's always been a DRS pass.
And interestingly, Raven didn't actually gain that much time there through Sector 1.
He gained a second.
Yeah, but he needs to be gaining like a second and a half. There's 5 laps left. More yellow flags. That's Elite again. And he gets lapped by Crossfrog. Yeah. So, yeah, it's not looking good for him. He's a lap and a half down now.
Today, Tommy going for the fastest. We'll see how that goes for him. Jax has used all of his battery now. And yeah, Gibbo sits behind in this braking zone and waits for the next one. Raven needs to clear the McLaren quickly if he's going to win this race.
5 seconds to the leaders. 21, 22, 23, 24, 5. So yeah, he's 5 seconds, 5 laps left. This is getting very close. I think probably charging his battery up, to be honest, for this potentially last lap fight with Raven here for the win. Will and Micromash still going at it though. They're not going to be catching. Not a chance. I'd say this is probably the last lap, maybe one more after this. Chance for a safety car to come out.
Yeah, it has to come in at the end of lap 23. So it can come out on lap 21 and 22.
But yeah, I doubt we're gonna see a safety car anymore in this race. Unfortunate for those guys who went for the softs there.
Oh, Elite spun again.
Oh, wrong.
Elite's
button.
out.
I take
Safety car.
everything back. I take absolutely everything back. This changes everything. You know who this brings back into it? Today, Tommy. It's gonna be a last lap shootout here. He's gonna be
Well, no, 'cause he
starting
just burnt all his
last.
softs.
He should have another one, hopefully. A decently
No, he
new
doesn't.
one. I mean, these are only two
He
laps.
two in quality, went one. Only two. This actually saves Jackson Gibbo, because that was Raven's last set of softs.
This is going to be very interesting with the tyres here. We might see some people going for some used softs, to be honest. I think Tommy's softs will actually be alright to stay out. 2 laps won't be that much wear. But
Will even catch. Yes.
so Khalifa in, Raven in, and Will might get held a little bit from the leftover double stack.
That safety car was a disaster for
Oh,
Raven,
Will
wasn't
nearly
it?
spins on the pit entry there. He locked the rears and was sideways going in. Nearly got overtaken by Micromash. And no, Will isn't going to get held up. So we just got Crossrug and... Yeah, I'm not sure if
That
Tommy...
is a perfect double stack.
I'm not sure if Tommy will pit here, because if he does, there's a chance he won't catch. The tyres shouldn't be too worn. And he might not have newer tyres as well. That's another thing to think about. If these are his newest softs, then there's no point in him pitting for new ones. Or older ones, really. And let's see, he is staying out.
Right.
I don't know if that's whether that's to catch up, or if it's just because he doesn't have any other tyres. But yeah, we're definitely going to be cutting it close with this safety car as well.
It'll be in at the end of lap 23.
So yeah, he maybe just doesn't want to risk dropping half a lap behind and not being able to catch up. That's probably what it is.
Also, there is newest set of softs.
Yeah, so...
This literally brings everyone into the race. Everyone.
I'd say this is, to be honest, this is quite a bad scenario for Gibbo, because he was charging his battery up. He was at about 60% battery advantage over Jax. He could have just bolted lap 24, lap 25, and prayed that Jax and Raven fighting would have given him the opportunity to take the race win. But now equal tyres, obviously that will happen a little bit, but Raven is right on the back now, and they're all going to be equal on ERS.
This is worse for Raven than you think it is, because Raven was going to catch them. He was going to dispatch the McLaren quite easily.
Yes, but he was gaining at 5 seconds a lap with 5 laps left. He would have only caught them right at the end. With a little bit of fighting, he wasn't going to catch. So while yes, it looked great for Raven, he was probably also having to burn a lot of ERS. Gibbo had a chance.
Tyres.
Gibbo had a chance to defend it, I think.
I'm gonna check the tyre age.
Well, Tommy's
it
on 3
all
lap,
says
everyone's
0
on
laps
1 you.
because they've not. It's all about the race, isn't it?
Yeah.
It doesn't,
No,
it doesn't
no,
take
I
quality
think it
into
does
account.
take quality in.
No, it doesn't, because
Okay, Tommy
Raven has
pitting now.
used
I think he was just making
a
sure.
lot,
Raven
making sure he would.
Raven only used 2 sets of softs in quali. If he went soft,
And then he's used 2 in the race.
Yes, so if he was on softer,
So
he'd
this
have
is
4.
this is his 3rd set that he's used in the race.
Yeah, so with softer compounds, you get 4 softs.
Yeah, so he's used these tyres at least once, no matter what.
No,
Yes, because he used 2 in quali. He's already used 2 in the race.
this is his
Because
second
he's been
set.
medium.
He's used. This is his second set
No,
he's
because
used in
he
the
took-
race.
No, it's the 3rd, remember, because he went onto the softs after the first safety car, then pitted onto the softs and was catching, and
I
now
don't
he's
know.
pitted again.
I don't know, whatever. But yeah, I'm pretty sure it does take into account the tire age. I don't know, but whatever.
Alright.
Yeah, we just gotta wait for Tommy to catch. He will make it. So he did have some softs as well to pit onto. And
Yeah.
he's just caught now. So he's all good for the restart. In fact, that might have just been Tommy trying to get slightly newer tyres. I mean, the 1 or 2%, it's not a massive difference. But it could be the difference between one of the drop-off stages come the end of this
We-
race.
We have a 2-lap shootout at one of the narrowest, fastest circuits in Formula One.
Yeah, I believe it's the fastest.
It's a disaster.
I believe it's the fastest street circuit and the second fastest circuit overall. So yeah, 2-lap
Fastest circuit is-
shootout.
Monza, isn't
Yeah.
it?
But yeah, 2-lap shootout for the win here. It's gonna be an interesting one. Jack's leading us away.
No matter what happens here, we get a new winner this season.
Yeah. Well,
With Jack out, Jamie not racing,
so here we go.
Dom
Now,
and Jans have
look
left.
how close Gibbo is to the back of the Alpine. Very eager to make a move here. And he's leaving it very late. Doesn't want to drag you guys down. And now he's
Yeah.
gone. And yeah, it looks like it's a decent start though for him.
Raven.
And Raven already making a move there on Khalifa. Oh, and there's carnage at the back. Raven goes deep. And there's absolute carnage. And this is perfect for
Gibbo's
Jax. How many people have wing damage from that? It's absolute carnage.
Almost everyone.
2 seconds,
how
Jax's
have we not
lead.
got-
Somehow everybody has managed to keep the car in a straight line, but this is looking amazing for Jax right now. 2 seconds almost his lead is over Raven
He's
here.
pushing.
This has given him
And
an
the rest
amazing
of the podium
opportunity.
is completely up for grabs.
Yeah, I mean, if all these cars are carrying wing damage as well, it could go to anyone. We don't know what the state of these cars is right now. Tommy's still down in P8, probably hanging it back a little bit, doesn't want to die here. And that's the the Aston Martin, of CrossFit
Martin,
going
yeah.
a bit wide there. That's going to give Micromash the run. And yeah, Tommy just sitting back. I think he wants to he doesn't want to get taken out here.
Oh, Micromash around the outside. It's turn 23. No, he doesn't do it. But then
CrossFit has to
Crossrock
go
goes
off.
Oh, it's going to be close between these. William Talbot, though.
This is for the
He's
last
wishing
podium
himself
position
for the
right now.
result.
Gaining on Gibbo. Raven gaining as well, a bit on Jax, but he doesn't look like he's gaining by enough. The gap's 1.5 seconds now on as they come across the line.
Oh, Crossrock hits the wall. Does it? Crossrock is out of contention here.
And smashes front wing for good measure. But yeah, 1.5, 1.6 seconds. Gibbo and Will fighting it now into turn 1. And is there contact there?
Contact.
This is
Will
not...
round the outside. Oh, is he going to manage it? It's going to be very close. He's going to go for it down the inside into turn 4. There's contact. Gibbo has to cut the track. And could that be seen as a potential illegal move?
I don't think so. Gibbo was still ahead, and it was just a bit of wheel banging, close racing. I don't think that'd be contested. But yeah, Jax managed to capitalize on that restart. 1.5 seconds. He still leads over the Red Bull as long as everything goes his way. Only 3 more braking zones, 2 now, till the end of this lap. I mean, it's looking amazing for him right now. 1.2 seconds the gap. I don't know. Yeah, Ravens had to deploy all his ERS. I think if Jax is set for the win here, this is looking very good for him. Will flashing as well. This is probably going to help Gibbo a little bit. Now down is 22 through 23. Who's going to get the run? It looks like Khalifa's got a decent exit there. Is he going to be able to get Will down into turn 27, the final corner? Who's going to be able to get a good run out of that corner as well? Khalifa going round the outside of William Talbot into the final corner. Micromash having a look down the inside. They're going to go through. And there's contact. There's contact at the final corner. Will's into the wall. So's Khalifa.
And crucially,
And here comes
Jax
Tommy!
wins.
Jax wins the Saudi Arabian Grand Prix. Here comes Tommy with Micromash to the line. Will beats Khalifa. Micromash beats Tommy. And Crossfrog's gonna be P8. What a finish.
Our teenage voices are struggling.
Wow.
Look at the gap from Khalifa to Will.
There's definitely gonna be some contention about that final corner.
Oh my god.
What a finish to that race. But, wow. It's a...
Raven hit Gibbo and that caused all the issues at turn 1. Alright, do you want me to ping our...
yeah.
I'll do it now. Out.
I don't even know what the finish model was. It was Jackson. No, it was
Jax,
Raven
Raven, and Gibbo.
West.
Was it Gibbo?
Yes.
Have a look at one sec. Yeah. Wait, what?
But yeah,
can't
there
find
is
Gibbo.
there is the results. Jax takes the win by 1.5 seconds from Raven, followed by Gibbo in P3, and then we had Will and Khalifa separated by 0.22 milliseconds, and then Micromash and Say Tommy separated by about 0.36, I think it was, and then Crossfrog, the last finisher, Elite, Jack, Wakandai, and Geo all crashing out in the end. Let's get Race Director really quickly for anybody who wants that. I don't know if anyone finished with any penalties. No. But yeah, in the end, Jax managed to capitalize on that restart and absolutely bolted. He also takes the fastest lap of the race, a 1:28.9, half a second faster than anyone else was able to manage, capitalizing very nicely on that one. But yeah, what a race.
Right. There's going to be a lot of stewards' inquiries after that.
I think we're ready for interviews.
Yeah.
So, have we had a response from anyone?
We've had a response from Raven. Raven West has joined the VC now to figure out how to drag him.
I can do that.
Yeah, can you?
Yep. There we go. Alright.
So,
Is he
I
gonna
suppose we'll
unmute?
start with Raven West because he's the only one to respond so far. So, Raven, debut, finishing P2. Talk us through it.
Give me 2 secs. My transfer to PlayStation options disappeared. I'm gonna grab my other headphones. Give me 2 seconds, boys.
Yep, that's all right. In the meantime, I'll be annoyed
Gibbo's
if
typing.
Hello, can you hear me?
Hello.
Yeah, we can hear you.
Perfect.
Yeah, so P2 in the end. Talk us through that race. How was it for you?
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of overshadowed already by the contact I made with the Mercedes. Yeah, I probably won't be P2. I deserve a penalty. I just got the better exit at the final corner. I got the restart better, had overspeed, and then just kind of misjudged his braking point and tapped him. I think he only lost the place on me in the end, but even still, like if he reports me and I get a pen, it's fair enough. So, the drive, everything until that point was very good. I'm just disappointed that I've been away from league racing for about 2.5 weeks, and that was the ring rust that just came in at the end. Yeah, so I don't feel great about it, to be honest. Apart from the rest of the race, but yeah, no, it's kind of just that's really put a down patch over what was a really, really good drive to that point.
And talk us through the strategy. You went for the softs after the safety car restart. I assume you were predicting another safety car to come?
I wasn't. I just thought it'd be quicker. I thought it was too early for the hards. I think, judging by the pace, I was wrong. I think just going on the hards would have been the better option. But hey, we live and we learn. But yeah, no, it was an educate. The strategy was suggested to me to do stuff. I normally like 2 stops in those situations. I just think, yeah, in that case, the hards were just a better option.
And yeah, so did you think you had the pace to catch them on those soft compound tires, or did you think you were just gonna have to settle for third or second there?
I had third. Like third was in my DRS when the final safety car came out. Probably P2. and then maybe P1, but it would depend on their drop off versus my drop off and everything in between. I remember when I was catching P3, I was kind of mentally settling for P2, but yeah, no, it would have been it's going to be a what if. I think it could have gone either way. I think apart from the Williams who DNF at the start, I can't remember his name now,
Jack.
but apart
Both
from him,
Williams did.
yeah, but the one who was in P1
Jack.
who
Jack,
I think he hit
yeah.
the inside wall turn 4. Jack,
the-
yeah. Apart from him, I was the quickest. I felt like I was the quickest man today.
Yeah.
But yeah, he was on another level. But yeah, just mixed feelings. A good drive until the safety car restart, and then just one moment of misjudgment kind of puts a
Yeah.
cloud over it. And like I said, I've apologized to the Merc driver. I hope he doesn't have any hold too many hard feelings. But yeah, no, it was like I said, it was ring rust in the end that got me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. Congratulations on the results. First race here in Fortune. Very well done.
Thank you very much.
But yeah. Hope to see you again very soon here on the podium again. Yeah. It was an amazing race from you. You had the pace, especially in that second stint. I think you pulled about 8 seconds on Tommy. But yeah, so well done. And yeah, thank you very much.
No, thank you. Thanks for the comms, boys. Appreciate that a lot.
No problem. Who we go for now?
I think Gibbo is.
Here's
He's
Gibbo,
in voice 1,
Okay.
so it's a bit of a journey for you to drag him.
He's on his way. Oh, I need to scroll more. Admin VC commentators.
There we go. We got you there in the
Hello,
end.
Gibbo. Finally, you made it to the comms VC.
You're right, lads. I'll remember to join at one closer next time.
Yeah.
So yeah, how was it for you?
Well, I'm pretty happy that my strategy sort of worked out. I went ridiculously low wings, and just thought if I can be close to someone in them final 2 sectors, then I can just overtake them.
Yeah, we saw that overspeed, and we were just thinking it was like a different spec car.
Oh yeah, I was running I think I was running 12.9 wings.
What? So when I was saying that it's like he's running Monza spec, you actually were running Monza spec.
Yeah, yeah.
wings.
That's why
That is
that first
mad.
sector was vile for me. But after that, we're all right.
Okay.
That's why I kept on nearly losing it out of that like long left-hander. I just kept on snapping out of that in like 5th gear.
Oh, Prism! Oh, hi, Jack. Wait, what?
Oh, bye, Jack.
Yeah.
Anyway,
So what happened on that restart? Did you? So
Well,
there
it's
was the
just- it's-
contact, but
Yeah, it's just becoming normal now, isn't it? That's 3 races in a row. Azerbaijan, someone took me out in, I think, last lap.
yeah,
Will, I don't know what he was doing around Hungary last week. I
yeah.
think he just got bored of racing and thought he'd play Dodgems.
Thought he'd
And
play
then,
Hamilton.
yeah, I think in fairness that were genuine from his new driver today. It was just everyone's fighting down into corner 1. He's obviously just not
Yeah.
broke and going straight into back of me, Annie.
Just
Luckily, I managed to keep, but somehow I managed to. He hit me that hard that I sort of like what's it called when people can like drive through you?
ghosted. But yeah,
Ghosted.
I
Yeah, I
mean,
sort of like ghosted, so I managed to like stay on track, and everyone was sort of like just going through me, but I still had better exit somehow. So, yeah, I got a bit lucky there, to be fair.
And then
Most
as for the
people got damage from that.
I don't know if anyone got damage from it, but there was a lot of contact after that. And then as for the strategy, going on to those hard compound tires, when you saw the number of people who had gone onto the softs, were you a little bit worried, maybe that you had gone for the wrong one?
Well, no, because like we set up, it didn't really matter for me, did it? Because I didn't have any grip anyway. So,
That's true.
like there were no point in going soft because my entire strategy was just on straight line speed. So I knew that I'd be able to put them hards on, and it didn't really matter how much wear I had. It weren't really going to slow me down that much, so I could have just gone to end. So
Fair enough.
it weren't really ideal. The safety car were probably not ideal for me. As I could hear you on comms, obviously, I was just trying to stay behind Jackson, build battery up, knowing that as long as they had battery and I was still within, sort of like DRS on that last lap, I'd have been able to do him. So it is what it is.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I mean, still amazing result, P3 for you currently, but yeah,
Happy days.
yeah, seen you a
Cheers,
lot
lads.
here, and I think we're going to be seeing you a bit more.
I don't know.
Yeah.
If Jack had a crashed out, I wouldn't have been able to. So.
Yeah, well, yeah.
Cheers for comms again, though, lads.
Yeah,
Yeah,
thank you.
it's our job.
So are we getting Jax?
I don't think so. I think he's eating, and I said we'd do the other guys first, but well, if he's not here, I don't think. Yeah. I reckon. Yep, that's about it for today.
Yeah.
Crazy race. Let's be honest.
Yeah, it's always an exciting one at Jeddah. Went right down to that final corner. Micro Mash sending a crazy dive bomb. And it all got very confusing there with the contact. But
So you can join us here at Fortune Racing 7 p.m. GMT on Saturday for the Division 2 race around Jeddah. And then after that we start with Monaco on Wednesday for Wicked Wednesday sprint race, and I think that'll be a good one, won't it?
yeah, it's going to be an interesting one, to be honest. I haven't really seen any Monaco League races. You know, it's I don't expect too much
You're in for a
overtaking,
treat.
but I think it's going to be very incident heavy, to say the least.
Yeah.
But yeah, thank you
Everyone.
everybody for watching, and we will see you we will see you next week. But
You will see them on
yes.
Wednesday. Well, what track is it next week?
I don't know.
Qatar sprint race.
But yeah, thank you everyone for watching, and